Hello everybody. It is day 6, I think, of the No Travel blog by All Things Garmisch and Bavarian Beer Vacations. Miriam and I are here to host for you guys today. You can say hello.
Hi.
Today we took you guys someplace special. I'm going to show you where we are. First, you can see there's some beautiful mountains directly behind us. But what's really amazing is what's in front of us. Look at that valley down there. Can you guys see it? There we go. Yeah. That's all part of the Murnauer Moor. That swampy region that I told you about earlier that was made famous by Kandinsky. Late 1800s, Kandinsky was an adjunct professor in the city of Munich, and he fell in love with one of his students, a girl by the name of Gabriele Munter. And he ended up moving to the city of Murnau, which I think I tried to point out the other day, but there it is again, down there. He ended up moving to the town of Murnau down there and lived with her in her family home for 11 years painting this area. It was the birth of Expressionism. Eventually World War I broke out and Kandinsky had to go back to Russia. And he told Gabriele Munter that he would wait for her, which of course he didn't. Eventually he sent lawyers here to tell her that he had to get all of his paintings back that he did while he was here. It wasn't a very good ending to the relationship. But on a little bit later note, one of the main reasons I took you up here, all the way up here, is because of that down there. I want me to show you. Have a look. Isn't that beautiful, all those mountains? All right, so I want you guys to try and figure this out. Down below, you can see that there's a swampy region, that moor. You can see there's mountains on the other side over there. Then if I go in this direction, you can see there's not a whole lot of mountains anymore. In fact, if we keep going this direction, there's absolutely none, because that's the direction of Munich. Let's go back over here. It's kind of hard to see because of the light, but in that direction, there is nothing but mountains. In fact, if you were to just walk directly straight ahead, you would smack into the Zugspitze, the tallest mountain in Germany and the border between Germany and Austria, or as we like to say, Bavaria and Tyrol. So down below, guys, this region, going all the way back to the Celts, was used as a trade route. The Celts were kicked out of here by the Romans. The Romans came in, took over these lands, and then the 5th century Rome falls, and this whole area was taken over by Germanic tribes. And right where I'm standing, there used to be a castle. It's kind of hard to believe there's not much of it left. But there used to be a little bitty castle that was built up here. We're not exactly sure who built it. What we do know is that the castle was burned, fell into ruins, and then during the 1300s, it was used by thieves. They would hang out up here at this castle, and they'd wait for travelers to use the trade routes down below. And depending on the time of year, there were 3 different trade routes going through here. 2 that were up high on the mountains. So one that was on that mountain range over there, and another trade route which was on this mountain range that we're standing on, and the third one which was down through the swampy region itself. And depending on the weather and the amount of rain, the travelers would use whichever trade route was easiest to get to. And from this vantage point, the thieves would stand up here and they look down and they decide, I'm going to attack you. I'm going to steal your gummy bears. I want all the gummy bears. Well, eventually you have a king. His name was Ludwig IV, or in English we called him Louis the Bavarian. And Ludwig IV, he found out about the thieves living up here, and he had a castle down in the village of Murnau, right down there. And so he didn't want those thieves up here. And so he sent soldiers, and they tore down the castle and killed all the thieves. And it's been in ruin ever since. But it does provide, still to this day, just an absolute amazing vantage point for Bavaria. Everybody asks, why did these towns exist? Like the town over there, Murnau.
Gummy bear, fall off, gummy bear.
I don't have any more gummy bears. She's trying to steal my gummy bears. I don't have any gummy bears. But the town of Murnau down there, there's been a settlement there since the time of the Romans. In fact, there's a beautiful lake, which I don't know if you can make out, but it's just barely visible down there. Right down there. It's called the travfel. There's a small island out there that has an old Roman fortification on it.
Where's the gummy bear?
Fell into ruins and then was taken over and turned into a Catholic monastery until all the monks were killed in the 16th century. Sorry, I'm being attacked. I'm being attacked. Just like the thieves attacking the people in the streets below. Well, guys, that's all for today. Like I said, things are going to be on a happier note. Bavaria, on a more personal note, has finally... Hold on one second. Let me finish talking. Bavaria, on a more personal note, has finally put up the form necessary for people who are, as we say, self-ständig, self-employed, to fill out so they can get some financial. People are given access anywhere between 5,000 and 30,000 euros. They just have to fill out the form and have proof, of course, of their financial losses, and I think that's going to really help. I think it's going to help a lot of people, at least give them hope, which I think is what a lot of people need. Well, starting tomorrow, Drew and I are going to make a little bit longer video, and tomorrow our plan is to put it onto YouTube. We're going to try and teach you guys how to use the trains around here, so that once the non-travel ban is lifted, so to speak, the travel ban is lifted, and you guys want to come back to Bavaria and come visit us over here, we're going to try and make it easier for you. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. You want to say goodbye?
Papa.
You stole my wallet! Give me back my wallet!